This is first appearance court for Saturday morning. I'm going to make a determination regarding probable cause for anyone that's before me. If I do find there's probable cause, we're going to set a bond. If not, we will address that further. So first case is K. McDonald. At where?
Right here.
I'm on. No, speakers are off. Speakers.
Just had them, yeah. And I think they can hear you. I'm not sure. Might want to say something.
Okay, good morning. No, I don't think they hear that at all. See us?
Yeah, yep. Cannot see. They can hear, they cannot see.
What's that?
They can hear, but they cannot see. It's been doing that for quite some time.
Yep. We tried that this morning.
Do you guys have Wolf's PC? Just the one saying, just the arrest warrant, but there's no information on there. See if I have it, because right now all I have is just like an arrest warrant. There's no facts inside the case. Yeah.
Here, you don't have this?
No, I don't have that.
The affidavit to arrest?
I don't. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'll print it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know, I think North Broward system is working, they asked us to start with the gentleman on page 19.
I do not.
Wait for PD to pick up the phone, but they said he's kind of like acting up, but they want us to.
What is his name?
Page 19.
Surakat
Abdul.
Abdul Wahab? Okay, and did you talk to someone about that, or do you want me to talk? Okay.
And I do have a revocation for him as well. Page 19,
Yes,
they've already taken him out the order.
yes. Can I speak to him, or he's not?
Yep. As soon as I get that back from her.
Okay. Okay. Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
are you ready to see someone in North Broward really fast? It's a mental health.
That's what they're asking for.
She's just on the phone. She wants to know if you can do it now, because he's here.
I am.
Yep.
You are? Okay.
As soon as I get the
Okay.
paperwork back from Ms. Davis.
Okay, as soon as he gets the paperwork back, he's gonna do it. So he'll be the first one, I just can't tell you exactly, no problem.
Okay, Abdul Wahab Surakat? Where's Mr. Surakat?
Yeah, she had him in front of her, so I don't know. Hello? No, it's just someone that needs to be seen first.
Okay, Mr. Surakat, good morning, sir. I can't hear him back. I cannot hear him back. Got it. Mr. Surakat, good morning, sir. I can hear you.
Good morning.
Okay, sir, you're here this morning. It looks like I found probable cause for one count of touch or strike battery, one count of disorderly conduct.
I'm gonna blow that damn jail, and I'm gonna blow
Okay.
the whole jail system and the court system. By Monday, that place will be blown up.
Okay, well, Mr. Surakat, I'm gonna leave your bond at $1,000 for count one. Ms. Davis, count 2, 3, and 4. Do those,
Yeah.
are those bondable offenses as well?
I'm gonna blow it up.
Count 4? Okay, I do find probable cause for count 4. I'm gonna set a bond at $10,000 on that count.
Okay, fine.
And Your Honor, for the record,
Okay,
this
I'm gonna blow it up.
Mr. Surakat, one at a time. Yes, ma'am.
for the
Damn.
record, Your Honor, this new case, violates.
Give me another fucking
These
charge.
conditions of pre-trial, these are the two cases.
Give me another fucking charge.
He's on pretrial release right now?
Yeah, I know your
Okay.
fucking
This new
face.
charge
Wow,
is
spit in
violation
your
of condition
face.
of pre-trial.
Okay, so,
Blow it up.
It's up to you, Your Honor, if you want to revoke it or.
I'm gonna
Yep,
arrest
I will
everybody
in both.
town.
So in 13-26626 TC10A, I will revoke his pretrial. He'll be held no bond on that. In 16-9497 MM10A, likewise, I will revoke his pretrial. He'll be held no bond on that.
Your Honor, just for the record, I did not get a chance to speak to him as far as bond, so.
I'm sorry, miss. I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Excuse me?
I couldn't hear you, ma'am.
Oh, I wasn't able to speak to him with regards to a bond argument.
I believe you.
Your Honor, there's also a similar situation in the main jail.
Okay. If you tell Ms. Davis who that is, I'll be happy to call him out of order. Assuming that we're
It's
online
page
with the main jail.
16, Mangual, Alfonso.
I don't need this. Who is the next person? Do we know where he is?
Page 6.
He's at the main jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can they see me at the main jail?
I think they could always, well, let me see. So I guess we have to wait. So I guess should we do all the North Browards?
I'm not getting all this stuff out of order, so we will wait.
Judge, Ms. Scheller says good morning.
Oh,
Is it possible to continue speaking before we wait for the technical difficulties to be fixed? Yeah, that's what's wrong.
Ms. Golker, can they see us? Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm going to call the one out of order, and then we're going to go right from the top of the stack, okay? Okay, is Alfonso Mangual. Mr. Mangual, good morning, sir. All right. Mr. Mangual, you're here on a, looks like a violation of probation. Judge Collier issued a warrant for your arrest, so that has no bond on it right now, so you're going to have to go see Judge Collier about it, okay? Okay, so that will be on July the 11th. You'll see Judge Collier. Kay McDonald.
Your Honor, she's in North Broward.
Okay.
No problem.
Ms. McDonald, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. McDonald, I do find probable cause for one count of touch or strike battery. There's a bond set in the amount of $1,000. There's also, you have a $500 bond on a capias that looks like it was issued by Judge Evans, so you're going to have to go see Judge Evans about that, okay? With regard, yes, ma'am?
Sir, I'm on the federal course. I've been to there.
The federal authorities already, they furnished that a attorney that allowed, his client to use my identity. I never touched a strike. My sister did.
Okay, well, listen,
Your Honor, I'm gonna
Ms.
advise-
McDonald, I don't want you to say anything that's gonna hurt your case, okay? I did read the probable cause affidavit. You'll be able to sort that out in county court. But in addition to that $1,000 bond, for now, I'm ordering no contact with Stephanie Bell, okay? So that means don't call, email, in person, text, anything until you get it sorted out in county court, okay?
Your Honor, just for the record, just,
Hold on, Ms. McDonald.
Your Honor,
Yes,
just for
ma'am.
the record, she's been living in Florida since 2010. She's not working. She doesn't have money in the bank. She doesn't have money to bond out right now. And she's been living in Pompano Beach with her family, children, and parents since December 2015.
Okay, Ms. Golger, I believe the statute in this regard says I have to have some form of monetary release based on the charge, so
I understand.
I'll leave that the way it is. Okay, Ms. McDonald, good luck.
So, is I'm gonna be released?
If you post that bond, ma'am, and you post the bond from Judge Evans's capias, but you're gonna have to go see him about his case, okay? Okay, Michael Randall.
It's President Maine, Your Honor. He declined the services of the public defender.
Okay, Mr. Randall, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Mr. Randall, I do find there's probable cause for one count of the touch or strike battery. I'm gonna set your bond in the amount of $1,000. I'm also ordering on there no contact with Yamir Randall. So that's text message, email, in person, on the phone. No contact. Any contact will violate the conditions of your pretrial release. You understand that, sir?
How long is that for?
That'll be until you work the case out in county court, okay? You can talk to the county court judge about that.
Down the middle, outside. Fill the guy down the middle.
Ronford Henry.
President Maine, Your Honor. He also declined the services of the public defender this morning.
Okay, Mr. Henry, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Henry, I do find that there's probable cause regarding one count of the touch or strike battery. I'm setting your bond in the amount of $5,000. In addition to that, I'm ordering no contact with Shaniqua Mulrain. So same as the previous gentleman, sir. That's not in person, on the phone, email, text message, no contact of any kind. If you have any contact with her, that'll violate the conditions of your pretrial release, okay?
All right.
Okay, good luck, sir. Michael Eisner.
Your Honor, he's a medical reset in North Broward.
Okay, Ms. Davis, does that mean I just hand this back to you? Okay. Antonio Diaz.
He's in Maine, Your Honor. He requires a Spanish interpreter.
Did we have Madam Spanish interpreter present? Raise your right hand for me. You swear and affirm that you're going to accurately interpret between English and Spanish and English?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and your name is?
Yes, Evelyn Perez with Global Interpreting.
Okay, if you could please let Mr. Diaz know the following. The way it's going to work is this.
Señor Díaz, las cosas van a funcionar de esta manera.
I will talk or one of the lawyers will talk.
Yo voy a hablar o uno de los abogados va a hablar.
You will interpret it into Spanish.
Yo le voy a traducir en español.
He can reply back in Spanish.
Usted puede responder en español
And then you will interpret that back to us in English.
y yo la interpretaré de vuelta al señor juez.
But the most important part is only one person's going to talk at a time.
Lo más importante es que solamente una persona puede hablar a la vez.
Mr. Diaz, you understand that?
Señor Díaz, ¿entiende eso? Yes.
Okay, Mr. Diaz, I do find that there's probable cause regarding one count of touch or strike battery.
Señor Díaz, yo encuentro que hay causa razonable para su acusación de agresión con lesiones.
I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $5,000.
Le voy a asignar su fianza por $5,000.
I'm also ordering no contact with Maria Morales.
También le ordeno que no puede contactar a la señora María Morales.
So that means that there will be no contact in person,
Eso significa que no la puede contactar en persona,
on the phone,
ni por teléfono,
by email,
ni por correos electrónicos,
text message,
ni por mensajes de texto,
or any means whatsoever.
ni ninguna otra forma.
And if you have any contact with her, that'll violate the conditions of your pretrial release. Okay, sir?
Y si usted la contacta de alguna forma, usted va a estar violando las condiciones.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, on Mr. Diaz's behalf, I would ask for a lower bond. I would actually ask you to consider releasing him on non-monetary conditions. Mr. Diaz advises me he's lived in South Florida for 22 years. He has 3 children. He works as a landscaper. He makes about $500 a week, but he has no money in the bank currently. From what he tells me, he's never been arrested before. He has a sister that he can live with in Broward, so staying away from the alleged victim would be no problem in this case.
Okay, respectfully, that request will be denied, just so we're all on the same page. I'm following 907.041, as well as Rule 3.131, subsection B, subsection 3. You can interpret, madam.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Señor juez, el señor está pidiendo que lo suelten bajo condiciones no monetarias. Él ha vivido en la Florida por 22 años, tiene 3 hijos, gana $500 a la semana, no tiene dinero en la cuenta bancaria y no contactaría a la víctima, eso no tenía problema. Señor abogado, se lo estoy negando bajo la regla 9.707 y 3.131b.
Based on the charge in Chapter 907, I cannot do any non-monetary pretrial release, so my previous order will stand.
Basado en el cargo bajo la sección 907, no puedo aplicar eso. Me mantengo mi orden anterior.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Buena suerte.
Emily Ashby's.
Your Honor, she is in women's, or Paul Ryan?
She's at far access, Good morning.
Miss Ashby's, good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Ashby's, I do have probable cause for a single count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Would you like to resolve your case today?
How so?
If you wanted to enter a plea of no contest to that charge, I would adjudicate you guilty, give you time served, assess misdemeanor court costs. You do not have to do that, ma'am. I'm happy to give you the $100 bond, and then you'll go see a judge in the future. It's your decision.
Well, the thing is, I'm in drug court, so would she run it?
Okay, well, in that case, you probably need to talk to Judge Tobin Singer about that, okay? So I'm going to leave your bond at $100.
I would just argue that there may not be probable cause. It just is that a syringe is found. We don't know what that syringe is being used for in this case. It can be used for many different things.
Oh, I read this. She brought the syringe to court. This was in drug court. State, what's your response to that?
Should I tell him?
No, ma'am, I don't want you to say
Don't
anything that's
say
going to hurt your
anything.
case. State, what's your response to
don't
the
get
assertion that there's no probable cause?
Judge, I would argue that there is probable cause. I don't know what else you would bring a syringe to court for other than drugs.
Your Honor, people can have medical problems. What I'm saying is it was not tested. We don't know what it was carrying, the syringe. I don't believe that there's probable cause in this case.
Okay,
My thing is
hold on, hold on,
test
hold on.
the syringe.
Hold on, Ms. Ashby's. Okay, I'm inclined to agree with the state's argument, so my ruling will remain the same. I do find probable cause. I'm going to leave your bond at $100. Okay, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Derica Howard.
Clear to the main.
Ms. Howard, good morning. Ms. Howard, I do find probable cause for one count of trespassing. Your bond's currently set at $25. Did you want to resolve your case today, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am, if you're inclined to enter a plea of no contest, I would adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, assess misdemeanor court costs. Is that what you want to do? Okay, raise your right hand for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please tell me your name.
Derica Howard.
Okay, Ms. Howard, you can put your hand down. Ms. Howard, you understand you do not have to resolve your case today. Do you understand that? I'm happy to put your case off, and you could talk to a county court judge about it in the future. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you're telling me that you're inclined to enter a no contest plea this morning, which I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to assess misdemeanor court costs. Is that what you want to do to resolve your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with regard to that single trespassing count, you're going to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Yes, sir.
Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, I'm going to accept her no contest plea. I'm going to find she's making an intelligent waiver of her rights. I will adjudicate her guilty. I'll assess misdemeanor court costs. That case is concluded, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What's common, Ms. Davis? 60 days? Okay, that'll be 60 days to pay. Megan Adamson.
Your Honor,
sir.
Your Honor, I didn't get a chance to speak with Ms. Adamson, so whenever you get a chance, if I could inquire about her bond status.
Okay. Ms. Adamson, good morning.
Good morning.
I do find there's probable cause for one count of the petty theft. I was going to set your bond in the amount of $100. Ms. Gloker, did you want to speak to the young lady?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Adamson, how long have you lived in South Florida for?
I've been here since November of last year.
So a little over a year?
No, almost a year.
Almost a year? And
Yes,
where do
ma'am.
you live? What count, like what town?
Davie, Florida.
Okay, and are you working?
Not yet. I'm actually in a IOP halfway house thing.
Okay, and do you have any money in the bank?
I don't have a bank account, but I can, like, if I have to pay the $100, my boyfriend can come and pay it.
Your boyfriend's gonna help you bond out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your
I
Honor,
was actually wondering if we could just take care of this today and I could ROR me.
Ms. Adamson, I'm not going to do that because this is what we call an enhanceable offense. What that means is, right now, it's a misdemeanor. However, this exact same conduct, if you start to rack these up based on your prior record, this can then become a felony. You can be looking at 5 years in Florida State Prison. Okay?
Your Honor, would you consider RRing her?
Nope. I'm going to leave it
She
at,
also has a felony petty theft from 2014, which she was adjudicated on.
she had a felony petty theft here in Florida?
I believe it was in Broward. She was adjudicated on.
I thought the young lady just said she moved here a year ago.
No, sir.
Oh.
It wasn't in Broward. It was actually in Lake County. It was whenever I lived
Okay.
with my mother.
Okay, well, based on that, I'm going to leave it the way it is, ma'am. Okay, I wish you good luck. Your bond's $100.
Thank you.
Nikki Myers.
Your Honor, Miss Myers is in North Broward.
Ms. Myers, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Myers, I did find probable cause regarding a single count of giving false identification to a law enforcement officer. The bond on that count's $100. It looks like that you have a warrant outstanding from Judge Cohen, 2 separate ones, one for $50 and one for $500. So you're going to have to go talk to her about those, okay?
Your Honor, I would argue in this case that they're,
Okay, so your next court date in front of Judge Cohen is July 21st. Yes, ma'am?
Your Honor, I would argue that I don't see any PC. They're saying that they responded during an investigation. It doesn't say what the investigation is. It doesn't say, it said that they contacted her in reference to a medical emergency. I don't think that's probable cause to start investigating something.
No, they stopped me.
Hold
Please
on,
don't
hold
speak.
on,
Please
ma'am,
don't
hold
say
on.
anything.
I
Please
don't want
don't
you
say
to say
anything.
anything that's going to hurt your case. State what's your response regarding the lack of probable cause argument?
Judge, if they were investigating some sort of medical emergency or medical condition, I don't know what further they were doing, but it sounds like that's enough for the charge.
Well, I can tell you this, based on a consensual encounter, at the very least, that's what this was.
Your Honor,
I
it
don't
doesn't say
believe.
that it's a consensual encounter in the probable cause.
Right, but a law enforcement officer can ask someone their name. They don't need probable cause to do that.
And someone can refuse to give them the name, and then it becomes an investigation.
Right, but she didn't do that. She gave him a false name. So I'm going to stick with my same ruling. Her bond
Your
will
Honor,
be
and
$100
just for the
on that.
record, she's lived here for a year. She's from Pennsylvania. She doesn't have any money in the bank. She does work for a paintball company. She's been there for 6 months. She does have her fiance and her 2 daughters here. She's been living in Dania Beach for 10 months, and she cannot afford the bond that's presently set.
Judge, she also has,
Oh, looks like
I guess someone else can afford it for her.
that's changed. Okay, good luck, ma'am.
And posted, they said?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Tukaris James.
Main jail, Your Honor.
Ms. James, good morning. Ms. James, it looks like that you have an outstanding warrant with no bond for a violation of community control from Judge Duffy, so you're going to have to go see Judge Duffy about that, okay? You're going to see Judge Duffy on July the 11th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck. Laverne Sanders.
Main jail, Your Honor.
Present, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanders, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Sanders, it looks like you have a no bond on a violation of probation warrant from Judge Shear. It looks like you're going to have to go see Judge Shear on? That will be on July the 12th, okay?
Yes.
Okay, good luck, ma'am. Cynthia Sanchez.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor. Anita Wolf on behalf of Cynthia G. Sanchez, and this is her father, Miguel
Wolf, good morning.
Sanchez.
And this is Mr. Sanchez.
Yeah, I'd
Mr.
like-
Sanchez, good morning. I'm sorry, sir, what is your full name?
Miguel Garcia.
He's Garcia.
Miguel Garcia. And you are Ms. Sanchez's father?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, Ms. Wolf, what do you want to tell me?
I'd like a motion to set bond or release on ROR, release on her own recognizance. She's been in jail in Miami-Dade for a week. She just got transferred yesterday. I spoke to Lakeisha, she's a judicial assistant for Judge Barbara McCarthy, and they said they couldn't get her in for Monday. They probably won't be able to get her into court till Tuesday. She's a single mom, and she's gonna lose her employment. The VOP was signed about 3 to 4 years ago, I think it was 2014, say more than 3 years ago, and she had to pay court costs. That was one of the violations, and we have a receipt. Her father, Miguel Garcia, did pay the court costs, so that is done. The second violation was she refused to submit to a urine test. So I just was wondering if you can set any kind of bond, reasonable bond, because she's about to lose her employment. She's a single mother. Her child is how old? A 6-year-old son. So if you can just, and she'll go to court, whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, but if you can just set some kind of reasonable bond, because she has been in jail now, it's about 8 days? Right, since, no,
Okay.
so week today, last Saturday.
Ms. Davis, when will her court date be on her first VOP in front of Judge McCarthy? July 11th, which is Tuesday? Okay.
And she'll definitely show up.
Okay, Ms. Wolf, I hear everything you're telling me, but I'm looking at a violation of probation warrant that's been outstanding since September 23rd, 2014. I'm not concerned about the money, and were this only an issue regarding money, I would view this situation differently, but she was on, I wouldn't call it drug offender probation, but she was on probation for a possession count. The allegation is that she refused to submit to some random test, but the most disturbing part to me is that this warrant's been outstanding since September of 2014. So respectfully, the motion to set a bond at this time is denied. She's going to have to work this out with Judge McCarthy on Tuesday, okay?
Okay, so it'll be Tuesday, the 11th, at what time? Okay, thank you so much,
Okay,
Your Honor.
Ms. Sanchez, did you get all that? You're going to see Judge McCarthy Tuesday morning on this violation of probation warrant, okay?
Yes.
Okay, good luck, ma'am.
Okay, Cynthia, thank you so much.
Okay, and thank you all for coming this morning. I appreciate
so
your
much, Your
patience. Okay. Taisha Atwell.
Yes.
Ms. Atwell, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Atwell, I do find probable cause. There's one count of resisting or obstructing without violence. There's a $100 bond on that count. However, you do have a no bond hold on a violation of probation. It looks like a warrant signed by Judge Duffy, so you're going to have to go see Judge Duffy about that, okay?
All right.
Okay? And that will be on July the 11th, so I wish you good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Anastasia Isget.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Ms. Isget, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Ms. Isget, I do find probable cause for all of the following. Count 1, possession of a harmful drug without a prescription. That's a $25 bond. Possession of alprazolam, possession of cocaine, and possession of diazepam. Those are each $1,000 bonds.
Your Honor, I would just argue that there was no probable cause found for the possession of alprazolam. All it says is that it appeared to be alprazolam. Poison control was not able to identify these pills due to insufficient marking. So I don't believe there's probable cause at that time. It wasn't tested, and it wasn't identified by poison control.
Okay. State, what's your response to that?
Sir can base it off of his training and experience that he believed it to be alprazolam.
And Your Honor, it says that the markings were rubbed off, so I don't know how the officer within his knowledge and experience can say what a pill is when there's no marking on it, no one can identify it, it's just a pill for all we know. I don't believe there's probable cause in this case for that charge.
Okay, I tend to agree with Ms. Goger regarding that. So which count is that? Count 4?
Count 2, Your Honor.
Okay, so RR on count 2. The bonds on the other counts remain the same. Okay, Ms. Isget, good luck to
You're
you.
gonna give the state 48 hours to perfect on that count, correct?
Is that what you're requesting?
It is, Judge.
Okay, then that will be granted. So, Ms. Davis, do I just cross it off and put RR on that count? Well, are you telling me to hold off on that until they're 40 hours? Yep. Yep. Okay, very good. Caroline Lewis.
Main jail, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Lewis, it looks like you got a warrant for a case from Judge Rothschild. It has a $1,000 bond on it, so you're going to have to go see Judge Rothschild about this, okay? Okay, you're going to see him on July 11th, which is Tuesday. Good luck, ma'am. Samantha Shields.
Ms. Shields is present, Your Honor.
Ms. Shields, good morning. Ms. Shields, it looks like I'm dealing with 22 counts here. Count 1 is a capias, it looks like from Judge Levine. There's a $500 bond on that count. All of your remaining counts, 2 through 22, are all from Judge Calra. He set bonds in the amount of $3,500 on counts 2 through counts 11. Counts 12 through counts 22, he set bonds on $1,000. So you're going to have to go see Judge Calra about all those, okay?
Okay.
And that will be on July the 11th, which is Tuesday. Good luck, ma'am. Jeneline Corestein.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Ms. Korenstein, good morning.
Morning.
Ms. Korenstein, I do find probable cause regarding one count of resisting an officer without violence. There's a $100 bond on that count. It looks like that you have a $1,000 capias outstanding from Judge Levy, and it looks like you have a no bond capias outstanding from Judge Bailey. So you're going to have to go see those two judges about those two cases, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I wish you good luck, ma'am.
Good night.
Okay, that's going to be July 11th in front of... Okay, Judge Tobin Singer on July the 11th. Good luck, ma'am. Crystal Cairns.
North Broward?
Ms. Cairns, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Cairns, I did find there's probable cause for one count of possession of cocaine. There's a bond of $1,000 on that count. Is count 2, do I need to give her a bond on that as well, Ms. Davis? I do not. Okay, so the bond's $1,000, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good luck. Trontavia Larry.
Jail, Your Honor.
President.
Ms. Larry, good morning. I do find there's probable cause regarding one count of grand theft. That's a $1,000 bond. It looks like that you've got a violation of probation warrant, 2 different cases out of Dade County that have no bond. So once you resolve the issue in Broward County, you're going to have to handle that with a judge down in Dade County, okay?
Your Honor, if I could just ask for Ms. O'Leary, if you could lower the bond on count 1, just so she can't afford the $1,000 bond, but if you can make it something nominal, like $25, so she could at least bond out of Broward, so she could go deal with the violations down in Dade. Because I'm afraid that if we leave the $1,000 bond here, she's going to be here unable to resolve the Dade case, and she's going to get juggled between the two. Because I know sometimes the judges in Broward won't want to deal with her case in Broward until she resolves the Miami-Dade case. So I'm just asking if you can make it like some nominal cash bond here in Broward so she could bond out and then get extradited to Dade and deal with the VOPs.
No, I
Once they
understand.
get out of custody.
Yep, I understand the request. I'm not inclined to do that. I would rather have her resolve the Broward issue altogether, and then she can go down to Dade and resolve that issue subsequently. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at $1,000. Good luck, ma'am. Malika Smart.
I'm told she's bonded, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Joseph McCabe.
Mr. President approaching.
Mr. McCabe, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. McCabe, I did find probable cause for a single count of trespassing. The bond is $25. Would you like to resolve your case this morning?
What is the consequences, Your Honor?
If you wanted to enter no contest plea, I would adjudicate you guilty. I'd assess the mandatory costs. I'd give you 6 months to pay those costs, and your case would be concluded this morning.
Mr. McCabe wants to know how much those costs are.
Ms. Davis? $293.
I can't afford it on energy. Lieutenant.
Well,
Yeah, Mr. McCabe wants to, if you would be able to waive those fees. He's unable to pay any court fees.
okay, I believe by statute I can't do that, so that request will be denied. But Mr. McCabe, I'll give you 12 months to pay it if you want to resolve the case today.
If you could give him 12 months, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. McCabe, raise your right hand for me, please. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. State your full name, please.
Joseph Patrick McCabe.
Okay, Mr. McCabe, I got a single count of trespassing here. I'm going to resolve it this morning. In exchange for your plea of no contest, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to assess mandatory costs, and I'm going to give you 12 months to pay those costs. I want you to understand you do not have to resolve your case this morning if you don't want to. I'm happy to give you that $25 bond, and you can go talk to a county court judge about the case. But if you do want to resolve it today, I'm happy to do that as well. So is that what you want to do? You want to resolve it?
Your Honor, if you do hold the court costs on, can you convert it to a civil lien?
Again, counsel, it's by statute. It's Chapter 27. I'm constrained from doing that. If you want to cite to me some authority to the contrary, I'm happy to listen to it, but
Mr. McCabe wants to go forward.
okay, so Mr. McCabe, regarding that single trespassing count, you want to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest. No contest.
Okay, I'm going to accept the no contest plea. I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to assess the mandatory court costs. I wish you good luck, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Andre Vegas.
No problem, Your Honor, you have a medical reset.
Oh, Ms. Davis, you get that? Okay. Lorenzo Murdoch.
President approaching.
Mr. Murdoch, good morning, sir. Mr. Murdoch, I do find there's probable cause for one count of trespassing. Their bond is set in the amount of $25.
Mr. Murdoch is respectfully asking if you release him on his own recognizance. He lives with his grandparents. He's unable to post the bond himself, and he's been unable to make contact with any family members to post the $25 bond, Your Honor.
Okay, that will be respectfully denied. And for the record, I'm doing everything pursuant to 901.047 as well as Rule 1.131, subsection B, subsection 3. And I did note the prior trespassings in Mr. Murdoch's record, so I'm going to leave it at $25. Okay? I wish you good luck, sir. Stevenson Jean.
Present.
Mr. Jean, good morning. Mr. Jean, I do find probable cause for one count of possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. The bond is $100.
Your Honor, for Mr. Jean, I'm asking for an order that he could access his property. He believes he could post the bond, but he doesn't have the phone numbers of his family members memorized, but he has the phone in property here. So I'm asking for an order so he can access his phone, just to
Okay.
get the phone numbers.
State, what is your response to that request?
No objection.
Okay, that will be granted. If someone will give me that order, I'm happy to sign it. Okay, Mr. Jean, good luck.
I don't have it. Oh, I have a fever.
Just note who it is so he doesn't get out of.
McCabe. Oh,
Nope, Jean. Got it?
yes.
Okay. Anthony Anselmo.
Present, Your Honor.
Mr. Anselmo, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Anselmo, I did find there's one count of trespassing. I'm setting a bond in the amount of $25.
Do you want to resolve?
I would like to resolve the case today, sir.
Mr. Anselmo, well, okay, first things first, raise your right hand for me, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Could you state your full name, please?
Anthony Michael Anselmo.
Mr. Anselmo, I'm inclined to resolve your case this morning. It would be an adjudication of guilt. I would assess mandatory costs. How much time would you need to pay those costs?
He's requesting 12 months, Your Honor.
I would be happy to do that, Mr. Anselmo. I would include in that you're no return to that Taco Bell on West Atlantic Boulevard.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're there in the future, that's going to act detrimentally to you in the future. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Anselmo, so with regards to that single trespassing count, how do you want to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm just saying no contest.
Okay. I'm going to accept his no contest plea. I'm going to adjudicate him guilty. I'm going to assess mandatory court costs. I'm going to give him 12 months to pay that. Also, no return to the Taco Bell. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Rodney Moore. Mr. Moore, good morning, sir. Mr. Moore, I did find probable cause for one violation of a county municipal ordinance regarding solicitation. Mr. Moore, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir?
Can you hear me, Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Moore, I did find probable cause for a single count of a municipal ordinance violation. The bond is $25. Separate and apart from that, You have two outstanding warrants, one in the amount of $50 and a second one in the amount of $50. Those are both from Judge Fishman, so you're going to have to go see Judge Fishman to sort those out, okay? Okay,
Your
so,
Honor, I would ask for count one because it's a county ordinance. I can't represent him. My office cannot represent him. I'm standing as a friend of the court. I don't see a city attorney there. I know the state attorney can't prosecute this. I would ask for you to release some ROR on count one, just because there is no prosecuting attorney there to deal with the case this morning.
who usually is the prosecuting attorney for this municipal
Usually the city
entity?
sends somebody.
Okay, and we don't have anyone present here this morning? Okay, I'm gonna leave it at the $25 based on the information in the probable cause affidavit, but since he has to go see Judge Fishman anyway, he can resolve it in due course. Okay, Mr. Moore, good luck. Donta Bradshaw. Mr. Bradshaw, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Bradshaw, I did find a single, probable cause for a single count of trespass, and the bond's $25. Do you want to resolve your case today?
Do you want to resolve? Yes.
If you're inclined to do that, Mr. Bradshaw, in exchange for a plea of no contest, I would adjudicate you guilty. I'd sentence you to time served. I'd assess mandatory costs. There would also be no return to this shopping mall.
No content.
Okay, so you want to plead no contest?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to accept, well, first things first, Mr. Bradshaw, raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, state your full name.
Dante Bradshaw.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Bradshaw, with regard to that single trespassing count, how are you going to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
Okay, I'm going to accept the no contest plea. I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to assess mandatory costs. I'm going to give you 12 months to pay those costs. I'm going to include in that there is no return to the Pembroke Lakes Mall. They've already got a trespass warrant announced, sir, so every time you go there, they're just going to arrest you. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, good luck, sir.
If I have a woman.
Luigi Arbeliz.
Main
Louis? Bonded, Your Honor.
Okay. Jonathan Waters.
Present.
Mr. Waters, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Waters, I do find probable cause for one count of DUI, a second count of DUI, third offense over 10 years. I'm setting a bond in the amount of $1,000 on each count. Ms. Davis, I do not need to set a count on 3 or 4, is that correct? Okay. Okay, Mr. Waters, $2,000 total. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Waters is respectfully requesting a lower bond amount. He works as a mechanic. He makes about $250 a week. He has no money in the bank. He's lived in Florida for over 20 years. He has a sister who lives down here. Currently, he's trying to do maintenance on a home to make extra money that way, but he does not believe he could post or have family members could help him post the $2,000 bond I've set.
State, am I correct? This can be filed as a third-degree felony?
You are correct, Judge.
Okay, based on that fact, I'm going to deny that request. I'm going to leave it at $2,000. Okay, good luck, sir. Richard Hardwick.
North Broad, Your Honor.
Mr. Hardwick, good morning, sir.
Morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm
Okay. Mr. Hardwick, I did find probable cause for one count of trespass, and the bond is $25. Do you want to resolve your case today?
yeah.
If you,
I don't have, I don't think I have the probable cause.
I don't either. Okay.
Okay. Or I also just didn't get a chance to inquire if he can't post the bond or not.
okay. Ms. Golger, you want to look at mine?
Excuse me?
You want to look at mine?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And if you could let the state look at that too real quick?
I found it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, wait a minute now. I've only got a single trespass count, so it's only one count.
Yes, but it's by warning, right?
Well, I guess,
It's a
well,
little vague, just from me reading the piece.
state, maybe I missed this in the PC. Was the gentleman a patient at the hospital at some point?
I'm gonna look 1 second, Judge. Discharged from the hospital.
Okay, Ms. Goger, I do find the probable cause based on everything that I read. So the bond is at $25. But Mr. Hardwick, if you're inclined to resolve your case today, I would adjudicate you guilty. I would sentence you to the time that you've served. I would impose mandatory costs, give you 12 months to pay those costs. Included in that, there'd be no return to the hospital unless you're a patient. Okay, unless you're a patient there, you can't be there anymore, sir. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Hardwick, based on that, do you want to resolve your case today?
yes,
Okay. Mr. Hardwick, raise your right hand for me, please. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. State your name, please.
Richard Hardwick,
Okay, Mr. Hardwick, with regards to that single trespassing count, how are you going to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no contest.
Okay, I'm going to accept the no contest plea. I'm going to adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to time served, impose mandatory costs, give him 12 months to pay those costs. I'm going to include in that there's to be no return to Memorial Regional Hospital on Johnson Street unless he is a patient there or he has business there, if he's visiting someone there. Otherwise, he cannot be there. Okay, Mr. Hardwick, good luck, sir. Jeffrey Edwards.
And because it's a reset, Your Honor, we also don't have the paperwork for that.
Mr. Edwards, good morning.
Good morning,
How you doing this morning?
fine.
Okay. Ms. Golger, do you want to look at mine?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Mr. Edwards, I did find that there was probable cause for one count of trespassing. Your bond is currently set at $25. Do you want to resolve your case today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the resolution of that would be as follows. If you pled no contest, I'd adjudicate you guilty. I'd assess mandatory costs. I'd give you 12 months to pay those costs. No return to this residence. I believe it's a vacant residence, but if you got no business there, you can't be there, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yes, no contest.
Okay, well, first things first, raise your right hand for me, please. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. State your full name, please.
Jeffrey Edwards.
Okay, with regards to that single trespassing count, sir, did you want to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, I'm going to accept the no contest plea. I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to assess mandatory costs. I'm going to give you 12 months to pay those costs. I'm also going to order no return to the residence located at 500 Northwest 15th Avenue. Okay, I wish you good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Lawrence Jones.
He's present and Maine, Your Honor. This is a municipal ordinance, so I cannot represent him.
Mr. Jones, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Mr. Jones, there's a warrant out $100 bond on a municipal ordinance case from Judge Carpenter Toy, so you're either going to have to bond out or go see Judge Carpenter Toy about this, okay?
I can't resolve this?
I cannot, sir. That's between you and Judge Carpenter Toy. You got to see her. That would be on. Okay, we don't have that date right now, but you would see her soon, I imagine. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, sir. Hold on one second.
Your Honor, I'd ask, it is municipal ordinance, there is no city attorney here. I would ask either that he be ROR'd or that if you could resolve the case today.
Nope.
It is within your discretion to resolve the case today.
I'm not disturbing any bond that was set by another judge, just like I would not expect any other judge to disturb a bond that was set by me. So that's going to remain. He's going to have to see Judge Carpenter-Toy about that, okay? Okay, good luck, sir. Justin Polite.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Polite, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Polite, there's a $1,000 bond out. It looks like you got a pending case. You're going to have to go see Judge McCarthy about that. That's going to be on July the 11th, which is Tuesday, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, good luck, sir. Diedrich Blevins.
Present.
Mr. Blevins, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Blevins, it looks like there's a violation of probation warrant, and there's several capiases out. They're all no bond. They're all from Judge Cholera, so you're going to have to go see Judge Cholera about this, okay? That will be on July the 11th on Tuesday, okay?
All right.
Okay, good luck, sir. Christopher Strickland.
Present.
Mr. Strickland, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Strickland, there's a no bond warrant out for you regarding a case in front of Judge Siegel, so you're going to have to go see Judge Siegel about that, okay? That's going to take place on July the 11th on Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
Okay, good luck. Louis Lazala.
President approaching.
Mr. Lazala, good morning.
Good morning.
Did I say your name right?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, Mr. Lazala, it looks like that you have, there's 3 counts, no bond hold on all of them from Judge Howery. You're going to have to go see Judge Howery. Oh, you want me to set bonds on this? Okay, hold on. Well, I do not have a probable cause. All I have is a booking report and then a short arrest form that lists that there's 3 no bond warrants and then a capias. So I have no probable cause information whatsoever.
Or that I would argue because there's no probable cause information that he either be ROR'd or go to pretrial pending
Yes.
with probable cause information.
State?
We're looking to see if.
Yes,
where the
take your
problem-
time.
Now, do you have the PC for Wolf?
Oh, we put it.
Look at, I don't know if I found that. I didn't get the email because I don't have any service, so.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, it's 1 and 1, okay.
Thank you, ma'am. No problem. State, how can I order no contact with the victim if I don't know the victim's name?
Shield.
Lisa, L-I-Z-A?
Lisa,
L-
Shield,
Okay, last name, spell it, please.
Sheil.
Ms. Davis, did you get that? Okay. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, I do find there's probable cause for 1 count of tampering with a felony proceeding, 1 count of petty theft, 1 count of touch or strike battery, Count one, I'm going to give you a bond in the amount of $5,000. Count two is going to be $100. Count three is going to be $1,000. In addition, you're to have no contact of any kind with Lisa Sheil, Sheil. That's in person, on the phone, text message, email, anything whatsoever. Any contact with her will be a violation of your pretrial release. Do you understand that, sir?
He understands, Your Honor. Mr.
Okay.
Ozawa, I respectfully ask, when it comes to bond on count one, if that could be lowered to $1,000. He's lived in South Florida for 20 years. He works with a construction company. He makes only about $500 a week. He has no money in the bank. This was an out-of-custody warrant that he got picked up on. He takes care of his mother, and so this was a surprise to him. He's been sending money to his mother, and so he's going to, as bond was said, he's going to be unable to bond out. So I'm asking if you could lower the bond on count one to $1,000. He believes that maybe he could get family and friends to help him post the bond.
Okay, that will be respectfully denied, and that's pursuant to 907.041 regarding the nature of the crime that's alleged. Okay, I wish you good luck, sir. Okay, you'll see Judge Howery on July the 11th. Wolf Joseph?
No, we haven't received the probable cause for this. I know
I
that-
have it. Would you like to look at mine?
Yes, please, because this is the PBO. I have missed it just by skimming over it, but I didn't see a weapon listed.
Okay, Mr. Joseph? Good morning, sir. Mr. Joseph, I do find that there's probable cause for home invasion with a weapon regarding Ms. Gloker's point. That weapon could have been the blanket, could have been any number of things, but regardless of that, I believe home invasion, even without a weapon, is punishable by life. State, am I correct?
You are, Judge.
Okay, so I don't think it's relevant for the proceedings this morning, but that is duly noted. I'm setting no bond for Mr. Joseph. I do find the proof is evident, the presumption's great. That is not going to limit him pursuant to YAZA, Y-Z-A-Z-A, YAZA versus State, from seeking an Arthur hearing at some point in the future, but for the time being, I'm not giving him a bond, so he'll be held with no bond.
Your Honor, just respectfully, I have to defer to my counsel in the court just because I don't have any of the documentation that you read. I would just ask counsel there if proof evident was presumption grade based on the paperwork given, just because the state did put on no evidence this morning. There were no witnesses that I saw, and the state did not move to hold Mr. Joseph pretrial.
Okay, well,
He is being held
Again,
Because you're fighting for better production.
I am, and the 4th DCA just spoke to this as recently of June of this year, so that's what I'm doing. He can seek an Arthur hearing in front of his division judge, but I am finding it based on the probable cause affidavit alone. Okay, good luck, sir. Alexander Guerrero Hernandez.
Mr. President.
Mr. Guerrero Hernandez, good morning. Sir, it looks like that you got a no bond warrant for a violation of community control from Judge Rothschild, so you're gonna have to go see Judge Rothschild, okay? And that will be on July the 11th. Good luck, sir. Davon Hawkins.
Present, Your Honor.
Mr. Hawkins, good morning.
Good morning.
No, we don't have a probable cause for this one either. We just have a short arrest form for a robbery firearm, or robbery no weapon.
I'm sorry, Ms. Glover, I couldn't hear you. Say it one
I'm
more time.
sorry, Your Honor. There's just a short arrest form. There's no probable cause affidavit attached.
Here.
I don't know what's going on today. I'm sorry.
No problem. Take your time. Okay, Mr. Hawkins, I did find that there's probable cause. It looks like Judge Rothschild also already made that determination. There's currently no bond based on the offense. So you're gonna have to go see Judge Rothschild regarding that.
Your Honor, he's being held no bond because you have to set bond. He has to be magistrated. It was an out of custody warrant.
So
It's
what?
a robbery, no firearm.
It's a robbery without a firearm. Okay, state what's your request regarding bond?
The state would request $7,500 bond.
Okay, Mr. Hawkins, I'm gonna give you a bond in the amount of $7,500. Separate and apart for that, I'm gonna put you on pretrial. So if you are able to bond out, you're gonna be on standard pretrial. You're gonna have to call in 3 times a week. Okay, if you fail to call them, they're gonna issue a warrant and come pick you up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
and you're gonna see Judge Rothschild on July the 11th. Christopher Taylor.
Present.
Counselor,
He
good
has
morning,
declined
sir.
to serve public defender this
Yep,
morning.
I think I have a lawyer right here in front of me. Yes, sir.
Maurice Hinton, Hinton, for Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Hinton, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I appreciate your patience this morning. Okay, I did find probable cause. Mr. Hinton, what did you want to tell me this morning?
Oh, well, first, I'd like to review the probable cause affidavit.
Sure. Come on up. Yes, ma'am. Do I give that back to you, or do I give it to Madam Clerk?
That's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Hinton, you had enough time to review that? Okay. So, Mr. Hinton, what did you want to tell me regarding pretrial release?
We find that there is no probable cause in this case. There is no description of the defendant in the probable cause affidavit, and additionally, the arresting officer corroborated the witness's story with Rhonda Berman and Yannick Berman. And so we find that there is no probable cause.
State, what's your response to that? And this is, I know we have, I believe, 3 or 4 of these gentlemen, but we're just talking about Mr. Taylor right now.
Did identify 4 male suspects as the defendants in the case with a clear, unobstructed view of the defendant.
Okay, State, do you agree that it's going to be, if I even find it in your favor, it's 1 count of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance and the rest would be attempts?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So, Mr. Hinton, I am going to find that. I do find, at least with regards to the burglary of an unoccupied conveyance regarding the red Chevrolet Cobalt, there is an allegation that one of the defendants did actually enter that vehicle. I don't think there's an allegation that any other vehicles were entered at all, so I don't find the probable cause for burglary, unoccupied conveyance as to those counts, probably for attempts. What can you tell me about Mr. Taylor's prior criminal history, if any?
He has no criminal history. He attends Broward College. He attends church by the Glades, and he has a steady job and has been working for 1.5 years.
Okay.
We would request
What
that
are you requesting this morning?
no bond be set, that he be released on his own recognizance, especially considering that there is wavy at best probable cause.
State, what bond are you requesting?
For count 1 on the 3rd degree.
For all of it? I guess I can find probable cause as to an attempt. I don't find probable cause as to a burglary for counts 2 or counts 3.
I'd ask for at least $1,000 bond.
Okay. Mr. Hinton, does he want a low monetary bond, or does he want a ROR on standard pretrial? But the ROR route, he's going to have to conform with the requirements of pretrial, or in the alternative, if he wants to post a bond, he can do that, then he would not be on pretrial. That's at your election. Which would you like?
If the bond can be lowered, we would accept the bond.
Okay. So with regards to Christopher Taylor, as to count 1 only, I do find there's probable cause for burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. I'm going to give him a bond in the amount of $250. With regards to count 2 and counts 3, I do not find probable cause for burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. However, I do find probable cause for attempted burglary of an occupied conveyance. I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $50 for each of those. So the grand total is going to be $350. And he's to have no return to this location, okay? I think if I read correctly, someone might live there, or someone was being dropped off there, or something to that effect.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Taylor does not live at this location, is that correct?
That is correct
Okay,
also.
so no return to that location while this is pending, okay?
We object, but
Okay. Okay, Mr. Taylor, did you get all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I wish you good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Isaiah Morgan? Mr. Morgan, say one more time. Katali. Mr. Morgan, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you too.
Okay, State, I make the same finding, so I'm inclined to find probable cause at count 1, give him a bond of $250. I find probable cause in counts 2 and counts 3 for $50 only. Mr. Hinton, do you represent this gentleman also?
I do.
Oh, I apologize, sir. I apologize. Is there anything different you want to tell me about Mr. Morgan?
Mr. Morgan also works and has had a steady job for 1 year. But again, I would like to just reiterate that we don't believe that there is probable cause. At best, reasonable suspicion, but no probable cause.
Same election. I'm happy to ROR him and put him on pretrial, so he'd have to comply with the conditions of pretrial, or I'll give him the exact same bond I just gave the previous gentleman.
We'll take the bond.
Okay, so count 1's going to be $250. Counts 2 and counts 3, $50 each, $350 total. Mr. Morgan, okay, you got everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Judge, just for the record, the state objects to the bond amount.
Okay, that's over the state's objection. Tim Fowler.
Present, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Fowler, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
morning, sir.
Mr. Fowler, it looks like that you got a couple capiases outstanding from Judge Backman in county court, one for $250 and one for $100. There's also an outstanding warrant from Judge Bailey, but he ROR'd you on that warrant. So your bonds right now are $350, okay? You're gonna have to sort those out with Judge Backman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Shelton Patterson.
Mr. President, approaching.
Mr. Patterson, good morning. Mr. Patterson, it looks like that there's a violation of probation as well, two violations of probation, each has no bond. That's with Judge Porth, so you're gonna have to go see Judge Porth about that, okay? Do you know when that will be, Madam Clerk? That will be on July the 12th. Okay, that concludes him. Almeric Green.
President approaching.
Mr. Green, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Green, it looks like they're holding you on a violation of parole.
Yes, sir.
I think you and I might be the only people old enough in this room to remember when Florida even had parole, so I assume that this is this from Florida or is it from another state? So you have no bond on that right now, sir? Quite candidly, I don't even know what the next step is. Ms. Davis, what's the next step? In front of? Is that, oh, is it not from Broward County? Is it a different county in Florida?
Is it?
He's got an address in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Okay, so he's going to see a circuit judge next week. There's a no bond hold on him from the Department of Corrections regarding a parole violation. It looks like he was on conditional release.
There's no date, didn't get responded.
Okay, I wish you luck, sir. Jaquan Hankerson.
Present.
Mr. Hankerson, good morning. Mr. Hankerson, I did find probable cause for one count of grand theft. The bond's in the amount of $1,000. It looks like he got a violation of probation warrant outstanding with no bond from Judge Bailey, so you're going to have to go see Judge Bailey regarding that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck, sir. That'll be on July 11th, sir. Jordan Duncan. Mr. Hinton, do you represent Mr. Duncan as well?
I do, Your Honor.
It's the same argument as previous.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Duncan, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Same election regarding the other two gentlemen. If he wants that same bond amount, I'm happy to do that. If he wants an ROR and be on pretrial release, I'm happy to do that as well.
At this point, can you explain the pretrial release?
Here's the deal with pretrial release, and I'm sure Madam's going to tell me if I tell you something wrong, but he's going to be supervised through the sheriff's office. There's certain criteria. He can't possess a firearm. He can't possess any illegal intoxicants. He will call in on the phone. He'll be on standard pretrial, which means there's no set schedule, but I'm going to have him call in 3 times a week. But if he misses one of those phone calls, they immediately issue a warrant. They immediately go pick him up and put him in jail. So there is a constraining aspect to it, as opposed to just posting a monetary bond, in which case you just have to comply with the law and come to court. So I'm happy to do it either way.
I haven't had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Duncan regarding whether he can afford the bond. So can I ask him that now?
Sure.
Mr. Duncan, can you afford to pay the $350 bond?
Yes, I can.
So we'll take that option.
Okay, so count 1, I do find probable cause. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $250. Counts 2 and 3, I do not find probable cause for burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. I do find probable cause for attempted burglary of an occupied conveyance. That's going to be $50 each, $350 total. Okay, Mr. Duncan, good luck, sir.
And for the record, the state objects to
Okay,
the bond
that-
amount.
Yep, that's over the state's objection. Brandon Stevenson. Mr. Stevenson, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
State, can you tell me why the other 3 gentlemen were charged with 3 counts and then this gentleman was charged with 4 counts?
I can't judge. If you want to give me a moment, I'd have to read through the
Okay, take your time.
prior proceedings.
While you are doing that, Mr. Hinton, it's going to be the same choice for Mr. Stevenson as well.
That is correct, but I would like to add that Mr. Stevenson is a college student in New York, and he attends Church of All Nations, as well as church when he's in New York, Hillsong Church.
What school does he go to?
City University of New York?
Is he home here for the summertime right now?
Yes.
When is he supposed
Yes,
to?
sir.
When are you supposed to go back to school, Mr. Stevenson?
In August.
Mr. Hinton, did you want to inquire from your client regarding the $350 as well while the state's reading that?
No.
Okay. Mr. Hinton, I would have called you out of order if I knew you had 4 people this morning. I apologize. I'm sorry that you had to wait this morning.
And for the record, the families of all 4 defendants are here in the courtroom.
Since 8:30 this morning?
Yes.
Again, I appreciate their patience as well also.
Setting this one for tomorrow?
We would object, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, State, I'm going to ROR him on count 4 because I don't find probable cause. I don't understand why there's a 4th count. On counts 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to do as I did for the other 3 gentlemen. $250 bond in count 1. Count 2 is $50. Count 3 is $50. Separate and apart from that, I mean, I'm happy to reset it. I think all these gentlemen are going to bond out before tomorrow morning. But if you want me to ask Madam Clerk to put that back on, I'm happy to do it. I did not.
Can please just reset it for tomorrow?
Okay, so count 4 will be reset for tomorrow. If the gentleman is not bonded out by then, I will see him again tomorrow. Mr. Hinton, you understand what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm setting these bonds right now, so can you also reset it? But it's going to be $250 on count 1, $50 on count 2, $50 on count 3, ROR on count 4. Okay. If I forget, I'm sure you will remind me. Oh, I will be here. Okay, that's what we will do. Mr. Hinton, they're going to try to get some more information or try to get an officer to come here and give me live testimony, or I provide an additional probable cause affidavit or do something to that effect. Again, if the gentleman's already bonded out, I don't know that that requires your appearance here, but
I'll be here.
I'll be here. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. If you are here, I'm going to call you first, okay?
Thank you.
Okay? Is that, that's all 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. I hope you have a good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Armando Ferrero.
Present. He needs a Spanish interpreter. He requires a Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Madam Interpreter. And you're still under oath?
Yes.
So if you could please interpret for the gentleman.
Absolutely, sir.
Mr. Ferrero, good morning.
Señor Ferreiro, buenos días. Good morning.
I am going to speak, or the lawyers are going to speak in English.
Yo voy a hablar en inglés y los abogados van a hablar en inglés.
Madam Interpreter will interpret into Spanish.
La señora intérprete va a traducir en español.
You can respond back in Spanish.
Usted puede responder de vuelta en español.
And then she will tell us your answer back in English.
Y después ella nos dará su respuesta de vuelta en inglés.
But the most important part is that only one person talks at a time, okay?
Pero lo más importante es que solamente una persona hable a la vez.
Do you have any questions about that, Mr.
¿Tiene
Ferrero?
alguna pregunta acerca de eso, señor Ferreiro? No.
Okay, Mr. Ferrero, I do find probable cause for 1 count of uttering a false instrument, and I set bonded amount of $1,000.
Señor Ferreiro, encuentro que hay causa razonable para su cargo de fraude, utilizar un instrumento falso y le asigno su fianza a $1,000.
Okay, good
Thank
luck,
you.
sir. Roberto Kelly.
Buena suerte.
Where's Mr. Kelly at?
It says Maine, Your Honor.
Do we have Roberto Kelly?
He's present, Your Honor.
Mr. Kelly, good morning. Mr. Kelly, I've got a violation of probation warrant here with no bond. It looks like you got to go see Judge Howery, okay? That will be when, Ms. Davis? Okay, that'll be on July the 11th. Good luck, sir. Christian Gonzalez.
President approaching.
Mr. Gonzalez, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzalez, you also have a violation of probation warrant outstanding with no bond in front of Judge Howery. You're going to go see Judge Howery on July the 11th?
You mean Judge Robinson?
No, Judge Robinson's been moved on to different things. You're going to see Judge Howery, okay?
Okay, all right, no problem.
Okay, good luck, sir. Ronald Groninger.
Present, Your Honor.
Mr. Groninger, did I say your name correct?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, good morning, sir. Mr. Groninger, I did find probable cause for one count of possession of hydromorphone, possession of lorazepam, possession of alprazolam, possession of heroin. There's a $1,000 bond on each of those. Failing to attach a tag, there's a $25 bond.
Is that there was no, how do we know what these pills are? He didn't call poison control. He didn't say how he identified them. He said that in his experience, he believed the other thing to be heroin, but there was no test done in this case.
Well, I think that's because Mr. Groninger told the officer post Miranda. He advised one pill was heroin, one pill was Xanax, lorazepam, hydrocodone. So I'm going to leave that those bonds on my previous ruling. Okay, good luck, sir.
Your Honor,
Yep.
I would ask for Mr. Groninger, if you could lower the monetary bonds as set. He's lived in South Florida his whole life. He lives with friends. He's on disability. He's been on disability for a few years now. He only gets about $750 every month through disability. He's unable to post the monetary bond as set. He cares for his mother, who's currently in the hospital. He advises he was actually on the way to see his mother in the hospital when he was stopped.
What is his prior criminal history?
Judge, he has a 2007 trafficking oxycodone adjudication, 98 introducing contraband into a jail adjudication, 98 possession of cocaine adjudication, 94 possession of cocaine adjudication.
What was the results of the trafficking case in 2017? And?
Those were over 18 years ago, and then the other one was almost over 10 years ago. So we would just argue not to really weigh that heavily, considering he's gone a substantial amount of time without getting in trouble.
He received 7 years Florida State Prison,
What year was the case?
and that was in 2008.
Well, clearly, Judge, that's why he hasn't been able to pick up other
Right.
charges. He was in prison that whole time.
Okay, respectfully, from the defense, that request is going to be denied. I'm going to keep the bonds the way they are. Okay, good luck, sir. David Singh.
President approaching.
Mr. Singh, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Singh, it looks like you got a violation of probation, no bond warrant from Judge Howery. You're going to have to go see Judge Howery. That will be this Tuesday, Ms. Davis? July the 11th. Good luck, sir. Marquise Hepburn.
President approaching.
Mr. Hepburn, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Hepburn, I did find probable cause for one count of leaving the scene of a crash involving property damage. That's a $100 bond.
Your Honor, this is just a correction to the case number. The charges are the same.
Okay, thank you. Separate and apart from that, sir, it looks like that you got an out-of-state hold with no bond from the state of Pennsylvania. So you're going to have to sort that out with the state of Pennsylvania. I don't know if they're going to come down here and extradite you or not. Okay, that's up to them. But your bond, as far as the Broward County case, is $100. Ms. Davis, I do not need to set a bond on the other three. Is that correct? Okay. Good luck, sir. Nathan Brown.
Mr. Brown bonded out, Your Honor.
Okay. Ralph Alcide.
He bonded also.
Okay. Maykel Sanchez Torres.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Joseph Ramirez. Joseph Ramirez.
President approaching.
Okay. Mr. Ramirez, good morning. Mr. Ramirez, I did find probable cause for one count of grand theft. The bond is $1,000. Okay, good luck, sir. Herman Williams.
President, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, good morning, sir. Mr. Williams, I did find one count, probable cause for one count of touch or strike battery. I'm setting your bond in the amount of $25,000 on that count. I'm also ordering no contact with Brianna Delane, Delaine. So if you're able to bond out, you can have no contact with her, sir. Okay?
Your Honor, he doesn't have a bond on the corrupt by threat.
I need to set a bond on that as well.
It's a third-degree felony, so I would think that he would need a
Okay.
bond on it.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, on count two, I'm going to set a bond of $10,000.
Your Honor, is there any way these bonds can be lowered? They're extremely high.
Yes, ma'am, and no, they cannot. And again, this is pursuant specifically to 907.041. And I'm also looking at all the factors listed in 3.131 subsection B, subsection 3, including the defendant's past and present conduct. So the bonds will remain as ordered. Good luck, sir. Albert Horton. Where's Mr. Horton at?
Mr. Horton. It says Maine, but it says med, so it may be a medical reset. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
You can delete him from the docket, Your Honor. He was booked incorrectly and his charges was not caught up.
Skip Mr. Horton? Okay. Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard.
President, Your Honor.
Mr. Howard, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Howard, I did find that there's probable cause for driving while license suspended, third or subsequent offense. The bond is $750. I don't need to set a bond on the remaining counts, is that correct? Okay. Good luck, sir. Ashiel Alexandre.
President, Your Honor.
Mr. Alexandre, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Alexandre, I did find probable cause for driving while license suspended, third or subsequent offense. The bond is $750.
Your Honor, Mr. Alexandria informs me that he's unable to post the bond as said. I would ask if you could consider releasing him on non-monetary conditions.
State, this can be filed as a felony, is that correct?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, and that request will be denied. It's going to remain the same. I wish you good luck, sir. Elijah Banks.
President.
Mr. Banks, good morning.
Morning.
State, am I
Your
correct?
Honor, I'm asking for the charges. You can waive the reading of the charges.
Okay, I understand.
Explain the charges to Mr. Banks.
State, these are punishable by life, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so I do find the proof is evident and presumption's great. So at this time, I'm going to hold Mr. Banks on no bond, counts 1, 2, and 3. That will not preclude him from seeking an Arthur hearing in front of his division judge at a later date, but for now, he'll have no bond. Okay, good luck, Mr. Banks.
Your Honor, on Mr. Banks, I would I'm objecting to him being held no bond. I would say, I understand that you did find proof evident presumption great. I would point out that the PC relies on testimony from minor individuals. In the PC, they do say that there was video and audio taken of those, the testimony, but it hasn't been provided to the court, despite it being in, evidence. That way, because we don't have the video, we don't have the audio, we can't judge the questions. We don't know if the questions were leading. We can't judge the testimony. We can't judge the body language of those who did give testimony. And even though Your Honor did find proof evident presumption great, it is in your discretion to give Mr. Banks bond. He does not have to be held no bond. He's lived in South Florida his entire life of 49 years. According to what I've been told, this is his first arrest ever. He takes care of his father with Alzheimer's. He lives with the dad in order to take care of him full time. He has no money in the bank and he has no income.
Okay, I hear everything that you're telling me, but pursuant to Yaza versus State, I'm following what the Fourth DCA has mandated. I did find probable cause. I did find proof evident presumption great based on the probable cause affidavit. That is not a final determination in that matter. Like I said, he can seek an Arthur hearing in front of his division judge, but for the time being, he's going to be held with no bond. Okay, good luck, sir. Luis Granados. No bond on all three? Mr. Granados, good morning. Mr. Granados, I did find probable cause for possession with intent to sell or deliver cannabis. The bond is $1,000.
Your Honor, Mr. Granados, if I could ask for an order that he can access his property. He has his cell phone here in property at the jail. He doesn't have phone numbers memorized, so I'm just asking if he can access his phone so he can get phone numbers to call family and friends to help him post bond.
Okay, State, any objection?
objection.
Okay, that will be granted. If someone will give me the short order, I'm happy to sign it.
I'm writing it now, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Ernest Mobley. Mr. Mobley, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. Mr. Mobley, I did find probable cause for grand theft and grand theft auto. Actually, are these all? You have a violation of probation warrant with no bond. That's from Judge Bailey. As far as the grand theft and the grand theft auto, I did find probable cause. There's a $1,000 bond on each of those, but you're going to have to go see Judge Bailey regarding that violation of probation warrant. Ms. Davis, that will be on. Oh, okay. Hold on one second, sir. I'm trying to get that date for you. Okay, that's July 11th. On Tuesday, you're going to go see Judge Bailey, okay?
Okay, and my Honor, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I had parked that car and they put me on.
Well, hold on. I don't want you to say, they're recording everything you're saying. I don't want you to say anything that's going to hurt your case, okay? You can talk to your attorney about it on Tuesday.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, good luck, sir. James Hickman.
No problem, Your Honor, he's gonna be a medical reset.
Okay. William Lake.
He's also medical reset, Your Honor. No
Okay,
problem.
just to give everyone a heads up for tomorrow, I don't know who or who will not be here tomorrow, but I have a capias from Judge Usan for Mr. Lake that says no bond, but that's it. I have no probable cause information at all, so tomorrow we can address that. Geldon Jones.
President Maine, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Jones, I did find probable cause for possession of heroin. That's a $1,000 bond. Do I need to set a bond on any of the other two, Ms. Davis? Okay, so it's $1,000, sir.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Remir Octave. Mr. Octave, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Octave, he is the same as the previous gentleman. I have, for Mr. Octave, a booking report. I have a no bond capias from Judge Rothschild, and that is it. I have no probable cause information at all. So, State, do you have anything regarding Mr. Octave?
Your Honor, yes, I don't have a PC either.
Hopefully the state's getting something right now.
Is he on here?
Do you guys have a copy?
It's just, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with this.
Yeah.
I hear the
haven't had
printer.
A lot of the.
I hear the
know, it's
printer.
strange. Really strange.
Is that one or two additional?
Madam Interpreter, I'm down to my last one, so I think, Ms. Davis, am I correct? Is Mr. Octave the last case? Okay, so Madam Interpreter, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, I didn't see Diaz either. I didn't see, like,
Where do
yeah,
I-
it didn't come up, no paperwork, so I'm not sure.
Right here. Mr. Octave, just bear with me 1 second here, okay?
All right.
Ms. Golger, did you get a chance to read Mr. Octave's probable cause
I'm
affidavit?
almost done, Your Honor. If I could
Tell
have,
me
like-
when you've had enough time.
Thank you. Yes, Your Honor, I've had a chance to read
Okay.
it.
Mr. Octave, and State, correct me if I'm wrong, the ag assault charge could be a 3-year minimum mandatory, but as alleged, it looks like there's a 10-year minimum mandatory. Is that correct? Discharge of a firearm?
Well, isn't it charged ag assault firearm?
Well, that's what the arrest charge is, but I just read a PC that says that he fired the gun.
Yeah. I think once it's shooting in somewhere occupied, I think there's actually a 20-year minimum.
Okay, so Mr. Octave, I do find that there's probable cause for 1 count of aggravated assault with a firearm. I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $30,000. I'm going to also put you on pretrial. I'm going to order that you're to possess no firearms. I'm going to order that you have no contact in any way, shape, or form with Takia Green, T-A-K-E-I-H-A. Last name is Green, G-R-E-E-N-E. You're also going to be on the electronic monitor. I will waive the cost of the monitor. But otherwise, you're going to be on level 1 pretrial if you're able to bond out, okay?
What's the bond fee again?
$30,000, sir. Okay, good luck, sir. Ms. Davis, does that conclude the docket for this morning? Is there anything else that I need to do?
Diaz? Was it Diaz?
Is there nothing for it? It doesn't say it. I
Yeah.
know, but I'm gonna write it. Oh, you have paperwork.
Okay, so,
Did they bring them?
Diaz.
If they brought them, I don't mind or anything. Or you just, yeah.
Can we maybe try, how do we get him to reset till tomorrow?
well, first things first, do you need me to do anything else right now? Okay, so then we're going to be in recess until 8:30 tomorrow morning, so I'm going to turn this off.